Hey, everyone. How's it going? Today, we're diving into a topic that I'm sure is going to stir your heart and mind. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to carry wisdom far beyond their years? Or why certain kids are born with unexplainable talents? Well, my friends, these are just some of the questions Spiritism can help us understand. We're about to embark on a fascinating journey through the mysteries of Spiritism. And no, I'm not talking about horror movie stuff. I'm talking about revelations that could completely change the way you see life, the universe, and everything in between. You get what I'm saying? But before we jump into this incredible trip, I have a little favor to ask. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, now's the perfect time to hit that little red button below, okay? And don't forget to activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. I'm super curious to know what you're hoping to discover today, so drop your expectations in the comments. Ready to unravel these mysteries together? Alright, everyone, let's start at the beginning, shall we? A lot of people think Spiritism is all about spooky stuff like horror movies, spinning tables, or crystal balls. But hold up, it's nothing like that. Spiritism is actually a philosophical, scientific, and religious doctrine that started way back in 19th century France, thanks to a guy named Allan Kardec. You know that awesome teacher who explains things so clearly that everyone gets it? Well, that was Kardec. So what exactly does Spiritism propose? In a nutshell, the existence and immortality of the soul, communication with spirits, and reincarnation. Sounds wild? It might seem that way at first, but hang tight, we're gonna break it all down. Imagine this. What if we were more than just the body we see in the mirror? What if our essence, the thing that makes us who we are, keeps on existing even after the body stops working? That's what Spiritism teaches. We are immortal spirits, just wearing this body like a temporary outfit. Here's a cool way to think about it. Imagine your life is like a big school. Each incarnation is like a school year. We come here, learn a bunch of stuff, take some tests, which are the challenges we face in life, and when the year is over, aka when we pass away, we take all that knowledge with us into the next life. Pretty cool, right? But wait, there's more. Spiritism also teaches that we can communicate with those who have already graduated from this school of life. It's like being able to chat with the seniors. They can give us advice, warnings, or comfort. This happens through mediumship, which is like a spiritual phone. Some people have a better signal than others, but everyone has this ability to some degree. Is it starting to make more sense now? You can see that Spiritism is a lot more than those scary ideas we sometimes hear about, right? Now, an important point. Spiritism isn't about converting anyone, okay? The idea is to present these concepts and let each person reflect and decide for themselves. It's like a buffet of ideas, you take what makes sense to you. So what do you think about all this? Have you ever heard about Spiritism explained this way before? Let me know in the comments. And if you're enjoying this chat, go ahead and give the video a like. It really helps the channel grow and reach more curious people like you. In the next part, we're diving deeper into reincarnation. Get ready. This is one of the most fascinating ideas in Spiritism. Hey, everyone. Ready for another dose of deep reflection? Let's dive into one of the most intriguing concepts in Spiritism. Reincarnation. You know that feeling of déjà vu? Or when you meet someone, and it feels like you've been friends forever. Well, according to Spiritism, maybe you really have, just from other lifetimes. But let's break it down. In the Spiritist view, reincarnation is like a huge cycle of learning. Imagine your soul is a student in a giant school called the universe. Each life is like a school year. You come, you learn a bunch of stuff, go through various experiences, life's tests, you know? And when the year ends, that is, when you pass away, you take all that knowledge with you. Here's a cool idea. This means we never stop evolving. Every life is an opportunity to learn more, correct past mistakes, make new friendships, and grow spiritually. It's like we get multiple chances to play the game of life, always improving our score. But hold on, it's not just about collecting lifetimes. Spiritism teaches that between incarnations, we exist in the spiritual realm. It's like summer break, right? We rest, reflect on the life we just lived, and prepare for the next one. During this time, we can even help those who are still living, kind of like being a classroom monitor. Now, you might be asking, okay, But why don't I remember my past lives? Great question. Spiritism explains that this is so we don't get stuck in the past. Imagine if you remembered everything. It would be chaotic. The goal is to focus on the present and the lessons we need to learn in this life. But hey, don't think reincarnation is a free pass to do whatever you want. Remember those life tests I mentioned? Everything we do has consequences. That's karma, folks. But it's not eye for an eye stuff, it's more like the law of action and reaction. If you plant love, you'll reap love. If you plant hate, well, you get the idea. And you know what's really amazing? Reincarnation helps explain a lot of things that might seem unfair. For example, why are some people born into tough situations while others aren't? In the Spiritist view, that soul may need to go through certain experiences to evolve. It's not punishment, it's learning. You can see how this idea completely changes the way we look at life, right? Suddenly, that annoying problem becomes an opportunity to grow. That difficult person becomes a challenge to practice love and patience. Everything takes on a new meaning. So what do you think? Does this make sense to you? Have you ever had an experience that felt like it was from a past life? Share your story with us in the comments. And if this conversation is opening your mind, don't forget to hit that like button and share the video with your friends. Who knows? Maybe you were friends in another life. In the next block, we'll dive into mediumship. Get ready, because we're about to see the spiritual world from a whole new perspective. Hey, everyone, how's it going? It's time to dive into one of the most fascinating and often misunderstood topics in Spiritism, mediumship. You know those stories about people who see or talk to spirits? Well, we're going to get a clearer understanding of what that's all about. First things first, mediumship isn't like what you see in horror movies, okay? In the Spiritist view, it's a natural ability that all of us have to varying degrees. Think of it as a sixth sense that allows us to perceive and interact with the spiritual world. Imagine the spiritual world is like a different radio frequency. Most of us are tuned into the station of the material world, but mediums are able to tune into this other frequency too. Some can hear better, some can see, and others can feel. Everyone has their own way of picking up these spiritual waves. But let's be clear, being a medium doesn't make you special or superior, okay? It's just a characteristic like being tall, short, having light or dark eyes. What matters is how you use that ability. In Spiritism, mediumship is seen as a tool to help people, both the living and those who have passed on. Here's a really cool idea. Through mediumship, Spiritism proposes that we can receive messages from loved ones who've crossed over, get guidance from more evolved spirits, and even help spirits who are confused or suffering. It's kind of like spiritual customer service. But hold up, it's not a free-for-all. Spiritism teaches that mediumship should be used with responsibility and ethics. It's not about predicting lottery numbers or gossiping about people's lives, okay? The goal is always to promote goodness and spiritual growth. And you know what's even more amazing? Many of the foundational Spiritist works, like the Spirit's book, were received through mediumship. It's like a long-distance class, with evolved spirits as the teachers. Now, an important point, developing mediumship isn't mandatory, okay? If you feel like you have this sensitivity, Spiritism suggests you study, prepare, and if you want, develop this ability in a serious Spiritist center. But if you don't, that's fine too. Remember when I said everyone has a bit of it? Sometimes that strong intuition or gut feeling we have is already a form of mediumship. So, has anyone here had an experience that might have been mediumistic? That sudden chill, that feeling of a presence. Share your stories in the comments. Your experiences might help others better understand their own. If you're enjoying this conversation and want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our fascinating topics. In the next block, we'll talk about spiritual evolution. Get ready, because this is a topic that can completely change the way you see life. Hey, everyone, how's it going? It's time to talk about a topic that's at the very heart of Spiritism. Spiritual evolution. You know that feeling like we're here for something bigger? Well, according to Spiritism, you're absolutely right. Spiritual evolution is like the ultimate goal in the game of life. But hold up, it's not the kind of evolution where the one with the most stuff wins. It's an inner evolution, you know? It's about becoming a better person, more loving, wiser. Imagine we're like unpolished diamonds. Every life, every experience, every challenge we face is like a cut that shapes us. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it's tough, but in the end, we shine brighter and brighter, you see? Spiritism teaches that we're all on this journey of evolution. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, famous or unknown. Everyone has the same destination: spiritual growth. Pretty cool, right? It's like life is a giant school and we're all students. But don't think it's all about hardship. Evolution also comes through joy, friendships, and love. Every time we do a good deed, forgive someone, or learn something new, we're evolving. And here's something amazing. According to Spiritism, this evolution doesn't stop when we pass away. Remember when we talked about reincarnation? Well, between lives, we keep learning and evolving in the spiritual world. Now, an important point. Spiritual evolution isn't a competition, okay? Everyone has their own pace, their own path. What matters is always striving to be better than you were yesterday. As the saying goes, you don't need to be better than others, just better than yourself. Spiritism also teaches that there are more evolved spirits who can help us on this journey. They're like spiritual mentors, inspiring us and giving us strength in tough times. Have you ever had a strong intuition to do something good? That might have been one of these spiritual friends giving you a little nudge. And you know what really helps with spiritual evolution? Self-knowledge. It's super important to know yourself, your strengths and weaknesses. That's the only way we can work on what we need to improve. So, what do you all think of this idea of spiritual evolution? Does it make sense to you? Have you ever stopped to think about how you've evolved over the past few years? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. If this conversation is resonating with you, don't forget to give the video a like and share it. Who knows, you might help someone discover their own path to evolution. Hey, everyone, how's it going? Now we're going to dive into two super important concepts in Spiritism: free will and the law of cause and effect. Sounds complicated? Not at all. Let's break it down. First up, free will. Simply put, it's our freedom to choose. Spiritism teaches that God gave us this amazing gift to choose our own paths. It's like life is a big restaurant and you get to pick what you want to eat. Pretty cool, right? But hey, with great power comes great responsibility. And that's where the law of cause and effect comes in. This law says that everything we do has a consequence. It's like the saying, you reap what you sow, right? But it's not just for the bad stuff. If you sow love, you'll reap love too. Think about it. Every choice you make is like tossing a stone into a lake. The ripples it creates are the effects of your actions. Sometimes we don't see those ripples until much later, maybe even in another lifetime. But don't worry, this doesn't mean we're doomed to suffer for past mistakes forever. Spiritism teaches that we always have the chance to make better choices and change the course of our story. That's why sincere regret and the desire to improve are so important. And here's the best part. The law of cause and effect isn't a punishment. It's a tool for learning. Every consequence of our actions is a lesson, an opportunity to grow and evolve. Now, think about it. If we understand that our choices have consequences, we start thinking more carefully before we act, right? Life becomes like a big game of chess, where every move counts. But hey, don't stress out about every little thing, okay? The idea is to try to do good, act with love and respect. That way, we create a virtuous circle of good actions and good consequences. So, what do you all think? Have you ever stopped to think about how your choices have affected your life? Do you have any stories of cause and effect to share? Drop them in the comments. If this conversation is opening your mind, don't forget to hit that like button and share the video. Who knows? Maybe you'll help someone reflect on their own choices. In the next block, we're diving into a topic everyone loves: the spiritual realm. Get ready for some deep reflection. Hey, everyone, how's it going? It's time to dive into a topic that sparks everyone's curiosity: the spiritual realm. You know that big question, where do we go after we die? Well, let's explore what Spiritism has to say about it. First, let's bust a myth. The spiritual realm isn't some fluffy cloud place where everyone's wearing white robes and playing harps. Okay? According to Spiritism, it's way more interesting than that. Think of the spiritual realm as a parallel dimension to ours. It's like a different TV channel, you know? We can't see it with our physical eyes, but it's there, existing side by side with our material world. And here's something mind-blowing. In Spiritism, the spiritual realm isn't just one place, but many. It's like different neighborhoods in the spirit world. There are more evolved places and others that are less so, each one suited to the spiritual level of the spirits living there. But what's life like there? Well, according to mediumistic accounts, it's similar to ours in many ways. Spirits have occupations, they study, they build relationships. But since they don't have the limitations of the physical body, they can do things that seem like magic to us, like moving through thought or communicating telepathically. And you know what's really cool? In the spiritual realm, we can keep learning and evolving. It's like a huge cosmic university. Some spirits work to help those of us who are still incarnated. Others are planning their next incarnations, and some even help care for nature. It's a whole lot of movement. Now, don't think it's all sunshine and roses, okay? Just like here on Earth, there are more pleasant places and others that aren't so great. Spirits who are still very attached to material things or who have caused harm may end up in denser, darker regions. But don't worry, it's not forever. As they evolve, they can move on to better places. One important thing, according to Spiritism, there's no eternal condemnation. Everyone has the chance to grow and improve, whether it's here on Earth or in the spiritual realm. Here's a thought. If we understand that life goes on after death, it completely changes the way we live, doesn't it? Suddenly, being a good person, evolving spiritually, and doing good takes on a whole new meaning. But hey, don't get too anxious to get there, okay? Spiritism teaches that each life on Earth is a precious opportunity for learning and evolution. The idea is to live well in the here and now, doing the best we can. So, what do you all think about this idea of the spiritual realm? Does it make sense to you? Have you ever had a dream or intuition that felt like it came from another realm? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this conversation is opening your mind, don't forget to give the video a like and share it. Who knows, you might help someone see life and death from a whole new perspective. What an incredible journey we've been on today, right everyone? We've talked about the fundamentals of Spiritism, reincarnation, mediumship, spiritual evolution, free will, the law of cause and effect, and even took a peek into the spiritual realm. But remember, Spiritism doesn't expect you to accept everything with blind faith. The idea is for you to reflect, question, and see what makes sense to you. As Allan Kardec said, unshakable faith is only that which can meet reason face to face in every human epoch. So, what are you taking away from this conversation? Maybe the idea that life is a constant journey of learning, or that our actions have consequences beyond this life. Whatever it is, I hope it's inspired you to be a better person and to see the world with more love and understanding. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, share what impacted you the most in the comments, and pass it on to friends. Who knows? You might just be helping someone find answers to life's big questions. And hey, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. We've got so many more spiritist mysteries to uncover together. Until next time, everyone, wishing you all peace and light.